So now I'm going to read you a story about the long U sound. Do you remember some words about the long U sound? With the long U sound, do you remember some words? What about glue and clue? You remember a little bit? So the words are spelled differently. For example, glue. Like this with U and an E. So not like another word with only one, with a short U, but this is the long U. Do you remember? So what am I going to do is I'm going to read the story and you have to spot the words with the U sound. So you can listen the first time and after that you can read it and then you can see it as well. That's probably easier. So you have both ways to spot the words. So the first time we listen and then you read it and you can color the words with the U sound. So it can be the short one or the long one. Ready? The name of the story is Could I? What about that? It's like this. I'm gonna delete this. Could I? Okay. So the story is called Could I? Do you hear the long U sound in the sentence? Could I? There, yeah? I can hear it. Could I? Okay. What about the sentence? Why is there a question mark? Because it is a question. The sentence is a question. So that's why there is a question mark and not a full stop. Okay, here we go. Mr. and Mrs. Hood had a house by the sea. Mr. Hood was a fisherman. When he was away on a fishing trip, Mrs. Hood would get very lonely and sad. I need a job, she said to herself. I like to look at books. I could sell books in a bookshop. She went to the bookshop, but the people there said no. This is no good, Mrs. Hood said to herself. I should stop and think. Mrs. Hood sat and had a good long think, and then she said, I like to cook. I could run a cake shop. She began to cook, and in next to no time, her house was full of the smell of cakes and pies. She put a poster up the gate that said, homemade cakes and pies. She sold everything she had made. Would it be nice, those cakes then, if she sold everything? She told Mr. Hood about it when he came home. I would like to try a cake, he said. I'm hungry. And Mrs. Hood said, I'm sorry, but I already sold out. Okay, so what about the U sound? Where did we hear it or where did we see it? If you look at the text, is it easier to find the words? What about the word house? What do we think about that? And what about the word should? And what about the word run? Is run, do you hear the long U sound or the short one? Run. What about this? What if you hear round and run? Would run be long or short? Short, yes? Very good. Okay. So she sold everything she had made. And then she said, at the end, she said, I sold out. So what about the long U sound? Do you see it? Okay. Well, you can read the story by yourself. And you can try to find the words with the long or short U sound. If you find words with the U sound, you color them. Okay? It's a fun story, I think, and yeah, it's nice. So Mrs. Hook at the end found what she was looking for. And hood is also in a spelling form. Isn't that nice? Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed the story and you can continue now with the other activities. Good luck with that.